Slugs, boy slugs, girl slugs, trans slugs, confused slugs, known slugs,
slimy slugs, especially
dry
the slimy
slugs.
ones.
Real slugs.
Yeah.
Actual slugs.
Slugs missing limbs, slugs with hemorrhoids.
We're finally doing the Real Deal live stream show, and there's concerns. There's legal concerns. There's emotional concerns.
Try to sue me, Esther. I dare you.
You guys, Wednesday, March 30th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, we are streaming live from this room, and it's going to be chaotic. And we want you to get tickets at momenthouse.com/Trash Tuesday. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Who the F knows what is going to happen?
Annie has threatened to bring a cardboard cutout of a certain type of vehicle. We don't know.
Oh, God. Get your tickets at momenthouse.com/Trash Tuesday, because once this is gone, it's gone.
You guys, that's Wednesday, March 30th, 6 p.m. See you guys there.
We're scared.
Hey guys, it's Esther. I'll be in Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia April 1st through 2nd. April 6th, American Comedy Club, San Diego, 15th through 16th of April. Cap City Comedy in Austin. Then I'll be in Brooklyn, D.C., my hometown of Chicago, Minneapolis, and Indianapolis. Many more coming soon. EstherOnIce.com.
Hey slugs, I'm having the greatest time on the road. I'm not just saying that. I'm signing scrotums. I've now learned to have them hold them taut, bat wing it, and you can actually see the full signature, and I've never felt more powerful. I'm signing breasts. We're having a wonderful time on the road. The meet and greets are my dream come true. I can't wait to see you guys in San Francisco, April 15th and 16th, Syracuse, New York, the end of April, San Jose, California, in the beginning of May. I'll be back in Florida in Dania Beach, May 12th through 14th. I'm going to be in Burbank, Austin, Texas. I'm going to be in a million other places. Please go to annieletterman.com/shows. Come see me. It's a whole vibe. You can't miss it.
I want to know this. Your dad had baseball cards, and now you've taken over.
Oh, no. He ran a baseball card store since 1989. Yeah, like old school brick and mortar.
Yeah, and she took it and moved it, packed it up, and moved it to Larchmont, New York.
I spent months cleaning a hoarding situation by myself. 31
while he was dying, right?
plus years of hoarding. I also had to learn a new business. I'm not a sports girl. Sometimes a customer will come in and ask me for a card, and I will whisper quietly, what sport do they play?
Remember we had a show idea called Anything But Sports?
Yes.
And we should do a podcast called that.
I have a question. In the process of you doing this with the shop, did you get to know your dad a little bit better?
Yes, exactly. That was the comforting part, because my dad wrote a lot of stuff. He would just sit in the store, and I guess if a business was slow, he would write a poem or write a spoof of a song. He made up game shows making fun of his friends, because my dad, legit funniest person I've ever met, and being a professional comedian, that says a lot, but he's the reason that I'm even funny at all. He would tell stories about his customers at the dinner table growing up that were so funny that I would have to excuse myself from the table because I was gonna choke. And I don't know if you've ever laughed a laugh that you have to roll, get on the ground and roll it out of your body because you think the laugh is going to kill you. That is the type of laugh. No one's made me laugh like that ever except for my dad. And the baseball card business specifically had a lot of crazy characters in it.
Through our mutual friend who works at the shop, he's told me so much about how these people will come out of the woodwork who are looking for your dad.
Yeah.
And you guys don't know what to do. Who are I have this maybe and if maybe they have a side deal with your dad and they want that side discount still, and you guys have to be slow down, buddy.
Yeah, there's a very old man who I refer to as Father Time, just long beard, comes in with a cane made of a tree trunk, and gentle soul. But, the business was very different even a couple of years ago. So my dad was doing things like completing sets of cards, but there's not a lot of money in that. You really want to move full boxes of product now, and sell raw cards of very valuable players. players, but there's also like a fun sense in like completing a set of cards. It's hard. I'm trying to like put it in words that everyone will understand if they don't understand the card business.
If someone was tagged or caught for steroid use, does the value of their card
good question.
Go down over time?
That's
like a Barry Bonds, say, for instance.
Yeah.
Right. That what? Honestly, I don't know the official answer to that, because sometimes doing something quote unquote bad can actually make the value go up. There are definitely questions about people who have done like sexually offensive things. That tends to make the value of the card go down, which is like, yeah, that's positive.
That is progress.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like for Pokemon, I know the answer a little bit more as it relates to Pokemon cards because we also sell those. And so like Pokemon has a lot of cards that aren't printed anymore because they're things that were considered like racist in America. And those actually went up in value because they stopped printing them. So they're very rare. But like you have to hide them, because it's like, well, we have them, but it's like, I don't condone that.
America always buys the thing that expires because it's racist.
Yeah.
Yes, we had that in college. I went to University of Illinois in Champaign, and the one of the years I was there was the last year that they were allowed to do the Chief logo. And everyone was buying them up like crazy. I'm like, why? This is so weird.
Gotta get it.
To put it on your wall and go, you can't sell anymore because it's racist. But I have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was actually like 12-year-old boys who informed me to this. I learned so much from the neighborhood boys about Pokemon, which was really nice of them to share their knowledge with me.
Yeah, on opening day, I went to her store and I was following all the kids around. I'm like, is your dad single? What's up? Like, there's a lot of hot dads in that town.
There
a
are.
lot of hot dads. I feel like divorced dads are my demographic.
Shout out Larchmont, New York.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's such a good way to maybe find like a hot older guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like and also it's unheard of for like a woman to be a baseball card store owner. So
Even
aware.
more so than comedians.
oh yeah, you could tell people just sometimes come in. Like there's this. I hope he doesn't watch this. There's this one customer who roams around drunk, but like lightly drunk. He doesn't.
He's having fun.
Yeah, no, it's like it's not the kind of guy you would feel sad for. It's just like he made himself drunk and he's fine with it and he knows. And he'll come in and you could tell he'll just like buy like a cup. But he's obviously just there to talk to me. Because who just needs to come in to get... No, he's married.
Oh,
Who needs to come in to buy a single cup from a baseball card store? Like, that's a weird move.
I think it's okay that you're saying this because I feel like I'm that guy who will buy the cup just to talk to someone. Like I love lingering and loitering in a store. If Skims opens brick and mortar stores, I will be
roaming the Skims store.
I will be roaming. I will, instead of drunk, I'll be high on edibles.
Oh my God.
And I'll just be touching everything. They'll have to refold it. They'll hate me there. Do you
know
like
what? Yes. I worked retail for years. I would side eye the fuck out of you. I would look at those dirty little fingers.
Like you know what size you are. You don't need to see the whole
I
shape
try
of the
to be
shirt.
so careful in a retail store. I worked retail, but I worked shoes, so there was no folding.
Which retail did you work at?
I worked at Abercrombie.
Okay, that was a pretty organized one. I worked at Forever 21. And
Oh,
I was like, why are we even
God.
trying? They're all going to get fucked up anyway.
Yeah, just throw everything in a box. Let people
Put it on the
rummage.
No, I will say my mom she always made me hang everything up after I tried it on. Like she was very strict with me.
I'm that person that if you're rude and I see that you're not refolding things and you ask me for a size, I will go back there, take a bite out of my burger, look around for about 2 minutes, come back and say, sorry, we don't have it.
Oh, that's
like
fun.
I'm that bitch.
Khalyla.
The power.
But satisfaction.
The power.
You know?
Yeah,
You have to
because
enjoy
it's
what
like
you
you're
can.
being rude. I have to now refold an entire stack of polos.
Right.
That's not that easy. Long sleeved ones where there's an extra fold in
Did
between.
you have the square that was like the
yeah.
you know what I mean, like the cutout shape for the fold?
for the men's shirts, but I'm a master air folder. So the flick of the wrist, I got
That's an
this
art.
down. Yeah,
Is that an
it
official
That's an
title, or
art.
do you give that to yourself?
I just gave it to myself.
The girls that can air fold. Whew,
Yeah.
You just watch them like, how do you do that? You don't even need the
I want to show you guys a picture of my t-shirt stack at home. It's pretty impressive.
Wow.
The sides are all lined up. Yeah.
Damn.
It's the only thing my mom's proud of. The only
is
thing.
the way you fold your shirts.
Uh-huh. She has OCD, and it's OCD in symmetry.
Okay.
So it's the
You
one
have a
thing.
symmetrical face.
That's actually, thank you, but that's not true. I have the most
really?
asymmetrical face.
Oh my God.
What? You and Corinne.
What?
Okay, Corinne also has a very. No, you have a symmetrical. Am I seeing weird?
No.
My one eye, I
Her eyes
have
are-
Van Damme. You know, like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad always used to say I had his one eye was smaller than the
Oh,
other.
thanks, Dad.
Yeah. But I was like, oh,
Keeping me humble.
I was like, it literally doesn't matter. You're drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, I know.
but-
Yeah, you're hot.
Is that a tattoo idea, Jean-Claude Van Damme on you?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes. That one.
Oh, you're welcome.
but right under my wonky eye.
Yeah. I cannot tell. It's not wonky.
I have a
not
wonky eye in photos where it's the one will be like this, like all the time.
Is it bad that my dad used to call me Andrew Cunanan, the guy who killed?
He's half Filipino.
What?
He
Yes.
is?
Andrew, isn't it Andrew Cunanan?
Kunanan. Kunanan.
Oh,
Sorry,
really?
we're bastardizing.
Oh, I love that
I
pronunciation.
said it
Wait.
wrong. Okay, good. Thank
But-
you.
But it's, whatever. We're not trying to correct the name of a murderer.
Your dad called you a murderer?
What a reference, Esther.
Because he
Why-
was like a gay mad lover, and
He
I
was
got
hot,
You would
you
be
know?
a gay murderer.
because
A gay
I
male
was
murderer.
caught downloading naked pictures of women, and so they made fun of me, called me Andrew Cunanan. Anyway,
I like how on every episode of this, something about your lesbianism comes
I
to
also
light.
like your parents bullied you and you're like, aw, all right.
Esther Darren Chris played him.
really,
Yeah.
Oh, he's so hot.
So this
He
is a
knows
good
gay
thing.
So
so
he's
hot.
half Filipino, and Darren Chris's mom is from my island.
Are you
so
serious?
Yeah.
He's so
Hello.
gorgeous.
He is. He
You
is.
guys started without me? Just kidding.
Ooh, I like
It's like,
this.
they made us. They made us.
Oh, I yell at you. I'm gonna get your phone.
How are you? Good to
Hi.
see you.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Don't
Okay.
act shy in front of them.
My neck.
Oh,
My neck weakness.
Wait, do you have a neck injury today? I never know what day we have it.
Esther's talking about how her dad called her Andrew Cunanan.
What is Andrew Cunanan?
The guy who killed Gianni
Yeah,
Versace.
Versace.
What does he look? Can we pull up a pic?
No, it's
Darren-
not based on looks that I was called him.
It's because she was downloading a picture of boobs.
of naked women.
It's a gay thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a gay murderer.
Again.
She's a gay male murderer. Esther's a gay male
A
murderer.
gay? I need to know more about this because I side with your dad always.
Well, we were talking about things our dad called us, which I feel like you probably have some good ones.
Oh, selfish cunt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it made me so funny. My makeup was done while driving the Tesla, and
Did you
That's pretty
self-drive
good.
it?
is it? I mean,
Wait, the
Is it a
Tesla?
self-driving
Did the
Tesla?
Tesla do your makeup?
The Tesla. Yeah,
Wow,
the
I
Tesla.
gotta get a Tesla.
Well,
What
last
can Elon
night
Musk do?
I went.
Grimes changed him.
I was in La Jolla opening for Doug Benson. Doug. Oh my God, Doug Stanhope.
Oh,
I did that several times, but he kept calling me Leaderman because this was like our first time meeting officially. We've been like,
Really?
yeah, we've been like talked on the phone, friends and stuff like that for a while. But so it was the first time we were actually hanging out, and then it ended up being, I had my first Tesla trauma.
What?
Oh, I
What
read about this on
happened?
Doug
Twitter.
and yes, he was live tweeting it.
Doug was live tweeting it?
Yeah, he was live tweeting the
happened?
experience. Well, you have to charge them, and I
Oh
had to
no.
find
Yeah,
a
plug 'em
charger.
in.
It's a problem.
I had to find a
I've-
charger,
yeah.
and in the charger. No, you're gonna love it.
You
It's
have
actually
no,
so
no, no.
good.
You have to, charge them.
No, but no. Oops. Wait until you're gonna love this so much because there's a blame situation.
I love blaming.
Okay, so I know it feels so. You get
So
you
fun,
get
'cause it's not your fault.
You get 15 seconds of blame, and then you have to be like, "Oh, I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything on purpose." Okay, so I go to Doug. He was gonna take the train in today. We're also gonna be at the regular comedy store. And
regular one.
I know I feel rude saying it, but come on, it's the
The good
regular
one.
Yeah,
You know,
the good one.
The one people talk about.
Even though La Jolla is fun, and they're such a fun, rich white
It's like Irvine,
Republican.
kind of, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fun.
Yeah.
But
I remember when we did the Irvine Improv, we're like, oh, you voted for him.
we did it the
Okay.
day
Got it.
Trump
Yeah.
got elected,
The
and
day he
Christina was
won.
like, and then everyone was like,
And I was like, you guys, it sucks, right? And they're like, no, we're awesome.
I did I know it's so weird. It was such different experiences, but I did the La Jolla Comedy Store the night that Kyle Rittenhouse got off. And I
Oh.
went, guys, congratulations. I go, you say Ritten, you say House, Ritten, House. It's so fun. But so anyway, so I go. Oh, also, I want to talk to you guys about La Jolla because it's like a Christmas town, which is like so. We should bring you there and see what they do.
I've
pull up
been.
ears on you.
They put her to work.
I love wait, why is it a Christmas town?
It's just they're obsessed with Christmas. Dr. Seuss is from there, and that's why he wrote The Grinch.
that's cool.
Yeah, because he hated.
I did say those trees on our Airbnb block were very Dr. Seuss-like.
Seussical, yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I like your guys' rental, by the way.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Good choice.
Christina's a car girl.
Yeah.
Wait, so what happened with the Tesla?
Okay, so I go to Doug. I go, you can ride on the train tomorrow, or you can ride with me tonight. And he goes, I let him smoke in the Tesla and everything. I was like, you can smoke in the Tesla.
Wow, it's the only Tesla in LA you can smoke in.
Yeah, you can smoke in. It's usually Elon shuts the car off. But so I had to charge it, and the charger that they sent me to was not an actual Tesla supercharger. So I go to this hotel. I have to go in. This guy shows me. He was a fan. Hello, Daniel from the Hyatt. I got Doug Stanhope in the car. He goes, no way. So then we go to this charger, and it needs an adapter that my car has. So I go to just casually get the adapter. It's not going to be a problem. Todd seems to have thought the adapter should be just like outside the car for some reason, not in the car while I'm on the first road trip in it. So Todd had attached it to the charger at home and never put it back in. So I called Todd and I go, Todd, I'm fucking pissed, right? And Doug's going, yeah, Todd, like teasing me for being mad at him. And Todd goes, so Todd's, I can see his brain working to see how it's not his fault. I mean, not one moment of accepting the responsibility. He goes, no, well, I thought we would leave it on the charger at home so we'd have to worry about losing it in the car, that it would never leave. That would be a weird thing. And then he goes, but don't you remember you were in a rush? So you said, hurry up, don't wind it all the way back up. So I did tell him to not completely put the charger away.
Well, he had evidence.
Yes, he did. It took him a second, though. It wasn't his first idea. That's why I know it is his fault, because
Second one's a charm.
Yeah, he was searching for why it wasn't. And but it was good. So, and then we just found another one and it was fine. But it took a while to find it.
How long do you have to charge that car?
It takes like 20 minutes. Or if you have if you have to do one of the regular chargers, it's like 14 hours. So I was like,
Yeah.
Todd, I'm going to fucking kill you if I miss my podcast. It was like 12 p.m. last night.
Yeah, no, it is scary because I was in a car in a Tesla when we had to find a charger too, and like it's New York, so there was even less charging stations. And of course, it was like an ex-boyfriend who was like in town, and she was like wanted to pick me up, and I was like, just the whole time as we were racing to find a charger, I'm going, this is why we broke up. This is why we broke up.
Did he rent it or was it his car?
It was he borrowed a friend's. Yeah, but it was not his because he lives here. But yeah.
How many times are we allowed to go back?
To the specific one or to an ex-boyfriend in general?
Yeah, just in general. Just
going back is never
not in a relationship way, but just in a sexual way. How many times do we dip back?
Oh, that's unlimited.
The limit does not exist.
Okay.
Yeah. The fucking.
Oh, really? It's an unlimited.
For fucking?
You have to gauge your own. Do you let emotions spill over? Do you not?
Yeah, it depends if you can compartmentalize. I'm good at compartmentalizing.
If you can compartmentalize, that's great. Because then you're already comfortable with their body. You know their body.
But
and you're not going to, there's no surprises.
No, you guys. Because there are surprises. Because
your
memory lies. Yes. Because your memory lies to you. You.
Oh, like if you think it's better.
You think it's better. And then like, oh God. And I remember I had this one ex-boyfriend he was so handsome. I should have just left him. Oh my God, we're still dating. But I had remembered him as being just so hot. And he had lesbian moms, so it was like double the mommy issues. I forgot. And my friend Anya goes, Annie, he cries. You forgot, he cries. I was like, oh no, I was already on my road trip to Irvine to go bang him. And I forgot he was so like sensitive. And I got there and
you couldn't possibly.
I love a crier.
Yeah, forward to Krystyna.
Give him to me. I'll cry with
he
him.
couldn't get hard. It was like he was so nervous.
I love that you were already on the road trip and you couldn't possibly turn around.
No. When you listen, Esther, I'm a good girl. I follow through with my promises.
Once you pull out of the driveway.
This was one of the experiences where I was
heart.
learning how to go. You can turn around. But I still was giving it hope. I'm like, maybe he'll cry. It'll be hot now. Who knows? I'm older.
Yeah.
And he just was so nervous. He couldn't get it up. I was just like, oh, I should have kept you hot in my head.
It's true. Don't burst the fantasy bubble is what I say.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, that's sort of my rule. Even if it's like a one night stand that just happened to go very well, just keep it that way in your memory bank.
Let it live in your memory. Let it die. Like when a show ends and you're like, wait, we weren't done with the seasons. And you're like, but let's go out on a good
And then you remember
let's not
Lost,
milk it until
go,
everyone hates it.
Right, because if you get to know them past that one night, it could really just go awry.
Yeah,
so just keep those little moments.
Wait, I have heard from a guy that and this could be wrong, but I have really like believed in this theory for a long time that when you fuck a guy one time, it actually will drive them crazy because they'll wonder why they never got a second chance. And they'll be like, was I bad? Maybe I was bad. And so like,
does that happen when guys don't fuck you again?
I am the friend who's telling you now, please come back for seconds.
Is this Jacob telling us this story?
But Jacob is a dog alter ego of mine.
But of course.
Obviously male. Esther has no alter ego that's female. Let's just say that.
Khalyla, what do you think? Is that
you know what? As much as I want to admit that I've had a lot of one night stands, I know that that's what my face reads. I just have not had a lot of them. I do a lot of like 3 week, 3 week little
good,
many
yeah.
romances.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
But I've done it wrong. My
week with Marilyn's. I like to do my
yes,
week with
those
Marilyn.
ones. But I wanted to ask you about men who cry. Why is that your thing?
They're in touch with their emotions. I like a guy that's unafraid of that. And it's just like, yeah, I'll go there and I'll go deep inside myself. Because I feel like in a straight
but
relationship.
not while he's deep inside you. I'm
no,
like, cry.
not while we're
You can cry
fucking if
maybe
you're crying.
after
That's
or
weird.
whatever.
Because
Oh,
I have
God.
post-coital blues, and it's something that I've
Do you have
struggled.
crygasms?
I do. So I
I've
cannot
had
not
one of those
cry.
ones. It's wild.
And it's weird because it's like, even if it's like a very safe situation and I'm happy,
Yeah.
my eyes well up and I have to honestly, it's like it flies out of my eyes.
It's just intense emotion. Is it just intense emotion or is it
I don't know, but I
sadness?
get a sadness.
I cry.
locked eyes and we're like, what the fuck?
what are these crazy bitches?
Sometimes emotions go where they're not supposed to.
Or maybe they're
hidden
supposed to your
ours.
root chakra.
You guys, do you ever feel like there's something preventing you from achieving your goals?
Usually the seasons.
Yeah, or anything.
Sometimes it's you just got the blues.
That's why I love BetterHelp and why we want people to check out BetterHelp.com/TrashTuesday.
If you're watching this show, chances are you're not
You're not
secure.
doing well.
You're not secure. You're learning to accept yourself for who you are. But
Yeah.
you know who helps you do that? BetterHelp.
BetterHelp is online therapy, and it's so cool because they can match you with a therapist in just under 48 hours. They have a journal feature, so if you're having big feelings and can't speak to your therapist right away, you can just jot those down. I love that it's confidential. You can chat with them on video, or if you're having a really, really heavy day, you can talk to them on the phone in the dark. Whatever you need, they have. If you don't like the first
Put on a
therapist,
GIMP mask. Put on a GIMP mask. It's your apartment.
It's confidential too. Anything you share is confidential, and I feel like a lot of us don't really have that in our lives. Someone where you can just say everything to.
Right, and it is very affordable.
Khalyla, you used to say you were dead inside, and now you say, I've been resuscitated.
I have been resuscitated thanks to BetterHelp.
They gave her CPR, her inside self.
We want you to start living a happier life today, and as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at BetterHelp.com/TrashTuesday. Join over 1 million people who've taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TrashTuesday.
I do recommend you getting your appointment before the live streaming event.
Yeah,
just
have it ready.
prepped and ready to go.
You guys, let's talk about Manscaped, okay?
Yeah, let's make some Manscaped plans actually, because I do actually use Manscaped on my vaginal regions and my asshole.
Well, yes, because they have the LED light.
Yes, you can see
it's
right
waterproof.
up that. Yeah.
You can get that real good accuracy that you need.
You don't have to worry about your partner getting their arm stuck in there for 127 hours.
And you guys, we don't mind hair. We just need you to show us that you care a little bit by grooming a little bit better.
You care, I care. We can share.
Manscaped are the global leaders in men's below-the-waist grooming and have forever changed the grooming game with their amazing Performance Package 4.0. Inside this ball care bundle, he'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and
We
nose
hope
hair
Esther will
trimmer.
find the nose hair trimmer. But
I'm looking for it. Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Toner, Performance Boxer Briefs, and a travel bag to hold all the goodies. So it's a really cute gift. It comes with a lot of thoughtful things. And the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer is waterproofed and, like Khalyla said, equipped with an LED light. So you bet it's a major key to the new shower routine. No more mess on the bathroom floor.
yeah, I like Todd wears the boxers all the time, and I always know he's clean shaven when he puts them on.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code TRASH at manscaped.com. Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. So party on with Manscaped.
Wait, you know what you made me think of? Do you know the Third Eye Blind song when he's like, when I fell asleep inside you?
Yeah. No, how do I get back to the place?
I fell
Sleep inside you. How do I get back to the
As
place
the
where
co-host
you
of
said,
Third Eye Blind's
I want
favorite
something
podcast,
else.
literally,
No, Steven Jenkins follows
they
me on
Instagram storied
Instagram.
this
And
last week.
Clip this, and he'll probably see it if you tag him.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Well, I love
Um,
that because honestly, they're orbiting. They were at Supernova recently.
Corinne and I saw them. We managed to get to the front row, and I was like, how am I going to stand out to Steven Jenkins?
You should have said, how am I gonna fall asleep inside?
Well,
I
you couldn't hear me.
Christina's like we managed to get to the front row like it was
We
a
were there
fight.
early.
We just walked. To
Yeah,
the
we walked
front.
in early. We were, you know, we're in the 30s and 40s. They were like, yeah, we don't need to be on time.
Their
We're like,
kids don't
we
need
to be fine.
babysitters.
Right, because they don't have kids because they're too sad.
After we clawed our way to the front.
Well, and then at the end when he was like
There's a
saying hi
mosh
to
pit,
everybody,
the Third Eye Blind mosh pit.
it was a rock. It was like a rocket. And I took the flashlight on your iPhone and I shined it at me.
This is true.
Yeah.
Because I was like, everyone's shining it over there. I'm shining it at me because I want him to see my face. But I blinded myself and I didn't see that he actually did look at me.
Steven, no, when you shine a light on yourself at a concert, it turns out the lead singer notices.
What are you doing? And I'm like,
That's so funny.
That's a really great tip.
Yeah. But then
But also blinded, so you're blinking.
Yeah.
So he's like, is she having a seizure? We can't have a thing
yeah.
happen like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
He's, allegedly a toxic person, but I'm like, of course he is. Listen to the lyrics of the song. If he was a sweetheart, I'd be disappointed.
Listen, we don't think you're toxic. You should switch over to our show being your favorite. She's a bitch.
I hope
Shit
you're
talking
toxic
you.
at all.
he followed her on Instagram and like was commenting on her shit.
Oh, you shine the light?
Yeah. And then I tagged him in a photo on stories and he goes, oh, I didn't know you were there. You should have told me. And I was like,
I
then what
did.
would have happened if I told you? Would we have had sex?
Yeah.
I told you with the
Exactly.
light in my face. You didn't see the big spotlight I brought with me?
We lingered
That's so
after the
funny.
concert too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we had a moment.
Oh
So
my
we
God.
hung out after that concert on the streets.
We did.
And he didn't come out.
My favorite part was when the security guard looks at Krystyna and goes, I've been working here for 20 years. I've never seen someone do this before.
Unique.
So
I'm
sad. and good.
Okay, so are
Goals.
you're a foot out person? You expose the feet.
What? Oh, that's right. You like to blur your feet out.
I think they can't have them for free.
No, it's
Oh
not.
yeah, what is it though? What's the foot fetish website that we're all on?
Wiki
All of us are on
Feet?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
I
job,
do
ladies.
look hot though. I'm excited you're doing it.
Well, I'm just so
used-
excited to have my toes out from New York. It's been cold for so long. I'm like, they need to go out. Also, like, I have a big old bunion from wearing Spice Girls shoes, so no one wants these. These
But
are
you keep your feet
these are
so
Marsh.
nice.
These are Marshall's shoes.
If a guy saw my feet,
feet
right now,
now,
he'd run away.
Oh,
No, you
really?
Can, they
Yeah,
like
they
to
would
fuck
bonk
in
it.
here. They don't care about a bunion.
Can we?
They want between the toes? Oh no,
like
between
arches.
the in the
Victoria
bunion. I don't have an arch,
Beckham
so they
has
couldn't do
bunions,
that.
so I think it's okay that I have
tighter.
them.
Can we
Tighter
go
feeling.
back
Oh,
to fucking
Steven Jenkins.
Sorry, can we
Wanna
go
fuck my
back to
feet?
fucking an ex real quick? Because I actually am, now that I think about it, it's very rare that I've done it, but the times that I have, it's been pretty great. Because, like,
Not
Yeah.
for me.
really,
I've only
me
fucked
neither.
an ex once and never again.
I did it once at here.
to me, it's like the ultimate
yes.
opportunity to use a guy for sex because
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, they're a doll. They're
you
a
know,
fuck doll.
yes, you know how to get your way.
Theoretically, yes.
No.
You go
I-
in.
In theory, yes.
You do that to your guy friends that you okay, listen, I begged one of my guy friends. I'll tell you afterwards, we probably all begged him.
Probably.
It was
just
so
tell us-
disappointing.
we at
It
least
was
have
so
one in common.
disappointing. This is the take back the night.
Oh.
Didn't make me come. I was so annoyed.
Yeah.
So
I
I
know.
So I hooked up with my friend who he, like wore me down over.
He didn't make you come?
Yeah, so many male comics haven't made me come. Actually, every male
Yeah,
comic.
I've had a lot of
except
comics
one
not make
male
me come as
comic.
I want to go through the list.
Really, I feel like comics have actually made
If
me
we
come
bleep
a
out all the
lot.
names, one comic did that.
I'm trying to
he
think.
Ooh,
And then it was just he was so like fake and like porn star. I don't know. It was just like it felt disrespectful. I'm like, I'm your friend. I know your parents' names.
right.
Like be real. Like I'm a hippie. I like to be like really open when I fuck, and it just felt
Like
like
how are hippies open when they fuck?
like I like to have like a connection, like a heart connect. And it,
Oh,
as
you
we're
like to
friends,
feel
You like to know the
authentic.
person.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and it's not, and I'm like, I'm not going to betray you and like catch feelings or anything. There's no,
You
there's no
betray
hope of
you.
that. Yeah,
Are you
there's no-
saying he just like wasn't being himself?
he
or
wasn't
something?
in the moment? He was like putting on a show. I just was like insulted, but
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I've had sex like that where you're like, you weren't even there the whole time.
yeah.
I love to put on a show during sex.
I
I
do
get
too.
out
I-
my stuffed animals and
Oh,
I
that's a
do a
different kind
little
of show.
tap dance.
And then you put them beside you. And,
Yes, either.
Wait, when you ride the D, do you guys? I just found out that I've been doing it wrong in quotes. I like go full on squat up and down, up
We were
and
just
down on
talking
the
about
balls of
this.
my heels.
But
like, that's not fun.
Yeah, but do you come out of him completely? Because there's a danger
Not always,
there.
because that's I
We were
could
talking about
bruise
when
my
you break a
taint.
dick.
Yeah.
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 I don't want
do
to.
that.
I don't want to
break my
crack.
vagina.
I don't want to crack a cock.
well,
Well, that's a better way of thinking about it.
crack a
But she doesn't want to hurt herself. Oh,
Yeah.
what is it like to have high self-esteem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those flares you have to crack
Yes.
for them to light up?
Yes. It's a glow
Oh my
stick.
god! If you break the guy's dick, it glows.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
To
You should
me,
try.
there's
At least
no-
something
Never
fun.
mind.
that
There's
would happen.
nothing like okay about a sex position that requires my feet on the ground.
But
like,
see, that
that's
to me gives me
work.
more control.
But that's
Because
like
I'm just like,
Esther's
work.
not
Can
used
I
to her
show you
feet
how
being
I
on the
do it?
ground.
I do
They're
like
usually
this.
dangling off seats.
I don't do. I don't do that.
That's like a squatty potty.
You know why?
No
'Cause
one
you
else
have-
I
has
feel
way
like
too
you're
much
better
work.
in bed than
Christina.
maybe us.
You have
You do it like that?
You have very loose Achilles, is why. So you're
Oh.
able to do the deep Asian squat, which is what I can do.
Yeah, I can.
Let me see.
I like hang out like this.
Yeah.
See, like this. No, but
No.
Yeah, but see, this
It's
is
not
what
comfortable. Exactly.
I'm.
comfortable. You guys, I could do this whole interview.
It's way
This
too
is
much
why
for a
your
man.
ass
No,
is
it's-
the way it is, because you're actually working out when you're having sex. I'm very lazy, so it's a whole like it's front like this.
No.
Oh, but that's
yeah.
a good one. That's good.
Yeah, but I never exert that much.
Whoa, wait, wait.
Exactly.
I won't even
Carlos,
back
are
it
you
up.
okay?
They can
I
really.
always exert too much.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine, Esther. It's almost like nothing happened. I wonder what that could be.
But yeah, that's real effort, and I think that's why your backside is very, very well formed.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It could be like,
love
but
squats.
it could be the ass could have come before the squats,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
or the squats
Maybe.
could have,
I think the ass was there, and then I got a hold of a squat rack, and it was like, get the fuck out of my way.
Now you know. Now you have a mission.
one of my favorite memories that I've had, I think, in my
Was
life
it when that nail fell off?
Shut
I'm
the fuck
disgusted.
up, you
I'm
bitch.
horrified, bitch.
was
You're
when
rich.
they were busy. I went to fix it. I have to go back later today. When I was at a strip club with you,
Right.
And you were
And
just
she wore a winter
We
hat.
have fun.
and those
guys. Corinne was she was making it rain, and she was buying
strip
lap
clubs.
dance after lap dance for her younger boyfriend, and it was so fun and hot. You were just like chilling, confident.
Mommy Warbucks, baby.
Yeah, it was
Wait.
so hot.
Can I just make an observation?
Your
This is
eyes are
actually
lit up, Esther.
so
Your
sad.
face, you're just so joyful right
Esther,
now.
this is Esther's dream podcast. Is those three, and we're just disappointing her left and right. Never gone to a strip club with her.
Yeah.
Brought it up every day.
Well, we went because Esther requested it, and I was like, "Oh, I can make that happen," because there is actually a strip club I like going to a lot in New York that we had been going to, and
Wait,
I was like,
which
perfect
one?
timing. We go to Sapphire a lot. There's two
Oh, I like
locations,
Sapphire.
but yeah, I know people who dance there, so it's a fun time.
But does that like turn you on to watch?
It doesn't like turn
Turns
me
me
on.
on.
It doesn't turn me off.
I'm a cuck.
It was like his first time. It was his first time at a strip club, and I wanted him to have a good time because all my other girlfriends were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What am I gonna do? Like, be like, don't look at any other ladies at this first time at a strip club? That would be psychotic."
It
was
doesn't
his
work,
first time.
yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Why?
Yeah.
Christian?
He's 24.
He's 24.
I don't
He's like a
know.
little
No,
guy.
it's-
I was
Like,
surprised too. It seemed like I would by 24 I had been to multiple strip clubs, so I don't know, but
Yeah.
It's the same thing for me with food. It's like I never say like you can't ever have a cinnamon roll again.
But
'cause
Carlos does. Does Carlos tell you to not go into the strip club?
no, like you don't wanna have something be a naughty temptation for a guy.
Right.
That's
no
why
naughty
you,
temptations in this relationship.
Well, remember Krista Stefano was
keeping
saying
these
his
baggy
wife
pants on.
like lets him, that Jazzy lets him. It was like you can do whatever you want on the road, and he's like, now I never have any interest. in
Well,
it.
Esther Perel talks about like the other, like the significance of the other. So so that makes you, because when you mold into one person, when you date for so long and you're like one person and you don't want to fuck anymore, that's why, because you're one unit. You have to be separate, and in order to keep that separateness, you play with, you either flirt with like, oh, are you gonna that shirt's very sexy, like a lot of women are gonna hit on you tonight or something. Like you play with this idea of like another person.
I
to
love
keep your
when
individuality.
I love when girls hit on my boyfriends.
I do too.
It's my favorite.
I'm a
I've only
cuck,
had.
though.
It's interesting. The
Are
guys
you
that
a
have cheated on me never ruined my. They've never ruined my ability to watch my boyfriend flirted with.
I'm
you a cuck?
exploring this. I think that I am.
You should
What?
try it in your dirty talk first. That's like the best way to ease in.
So I've always, like every boyfriend I've ever had, I've always sort of like edged with myself where I'm like, but I've never really gone there fully.
It's so fun.
And I really would like to, like, I've broached the subject with Bobby, and he's just like, we might have given each other hall passes in the past, but I've never been a cuck. I've never watched him do anything.
Who would you rather watch, me or Esther banging Bobby? You have to tell the truth. We're right here.
Probably.
I would be lifting him up.
answer
Can I
for
just
you?
I would be lifting him up.
Because of
Mine
his
would be
bodily,
fun.
I just like that he would have to climb you.
Yeah.
Esther and him are too similar in size.
I also think he's so repulsed by me. Like, because he looks at
That's
me
what
and
turns you on,
No,
huh?
he looks at me and he sees himself.
right.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And I think you're like an exotic
Why
blonde.
don't like Asian men keep getting compared to you on this show?
It is. Isn't it wild? But then you
Second time.
kind of
You're
get
an
it,
old
right?
gay Asian male murderer.
I want to know about your cuck experiences.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so my ex-boyfriend and I would take girls out on dates.
Okay.
Yeah, and we would say,
And how
like,
do you tell them? Do they? Does the girl?
it's on an app. It's on a 3-way app called.
Thruple?
Now it's called Field.
What
called
was
Field.
it called before?
Thrinder.
It was Thrinder. Yes, I know.
But it's the same
Thrinder.
app.
Yeah.
So everybody automatically on that app is cool. Like they're just, if it's a kinky sexual type of like environment,
Yeah.
everybody's really like, hey, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. Like, does that work for you? And it's very, very upfront, very transactional, but not in a not hot way. Like
They're
it's
like a
very
surrogate.
comfortable.
They're like a surrogate for your guys'
Kind of.
relationship.
Yeah,
Can
kind
you
of.
meet a surrogate on there?
A
That's
surrogate.
what it is. Yeah. We
Yeah.
want to fuck the pussy our kid's gonna.
Are you
come
trying
out.
to get
Is that okay? I want to see how much it stretches. Esther just learned what fisting is, so she's like.
She's just
Are
all
you
She
about
thought it
serious?
was an actual punch.
Oh yeah, I did too. Because you know it's
Yeah, when you were a
but-
child, you thought that, right?
So,
And then you
well,
grew up.
I
and
thought
you learned.
That's
Up
not
until
true.
like
The video
5
we
years ago.
watched last week was a girl punching into her ass.
But she had to get
Ew.
in first. She had to
I
get in
would
first.
love to not revisit this talk. We have such a great thing
I would
going.
love to have you bend over and me to revisit the action.
When it comes to the cuck situation, do you like just watching him? Like, how does it usually go down? Like, what is your ultimate, like, oh, I love that?
Are you
Do you
like-
like
we were figuring it
orchestrating?
out as
Like-
we went because I didn't know yet. All
Okay.
I knew was it was the porn I watched and it was what I fantasized about when I masturbated, and then we incorporated it into our dirty talk over the course of, I would say, 3 years. It went from talking about it for the first time to actually taking girls out on dates.
I feel like it's too healthy the way you're doing it.
It was pretty healthy, and
It's
it was
like too
it
healthy.
was so hot. Some of the hottest sex I've ever had in my life.
Wait, tell us more
That's
details.
Where-
Like,
where-
like this girl, like I was laying down and this like there. I remember in Toronto, this like gorgeous girl, like she was on top of me, and then he was fucking her from behind, and I was like, this is just the best. I'm just gonna keep this in my spank bank for the rest.
I would
of
be
my
like this. I would be like,
you guys. Well, the first time it was awkward. The first time we did it with this one girl, it was just very uncomfortable, and she was really good at sucking his dick in a way that I was like, ugh.
did you
But isn't
take
that the
but did you
point?
take the
I did. I
Yeah.
said,
Took
I'm
the
jealous
lesson.
and I don't know what to do right now, but that's also what turns me on about it. This is very conflicting. But after I came, I was like, did she suck your dick better than me? And he was like, well, it's different. I'm like, that
It's
makes
different.
better.
Like she doesn't use her teeth, you dumb bitch.
loser.
Wait, but I thought, see, that's what gets me off is the fact that I'm threatened and jealous.
It's very fun to play with. It's
You
like when
seem
you're a kid and you play
scary,
pretend.
though.
You're playing pretend with, you're playing.
Wait, yeah,
With
I'm
what you're
scared of
Scared.
you.
If I was like, first of all, I'm under Bobby.
Yeah, if you're
which is
fucking
like,
Bobby and then
think of what's
Khalyla
already
comes out from the
happening.
corner,
I'm
you're
already
like, "Oh, I'm
under
sorry."
Bobby, so I'm worried about my breath. I'm like, this is before rehab, Bobby. Okay, I'm like, how can such a short man hold so much weight? And then he's rolling around, like a boso ball on me, and I'm like, oh. And then Khalyla's there, like with like a fucking spearfish thing,
She's
like
gonna
ready to kill
hurt
me. She's a
you.
fish murderer.
Well,
That's so funny.
I want to be the orchestrator. Like, I
you
want
have to. You're the one who calls the shots.
Okay, see,
you're
that's
the
what
girl.
I meant.
Wait,
Cut
now
to
I
her.
like it.
Cut to her sewing strings in people, and I was like, my mouth sewn shut. I'm like, "Whoa." I gotta cut it open to put Bobby's dick in
Okay,
it.
you can have sex with my boyfriend, but I'm managing the strings.
It's gonna be like Saw. Have you seen that movie? Have you seen Hostel?
Because I have been with 2 men. I was in a relationship with 2 men, but that was so different.
same time?
At the same time.
Are you
Sounds
actually
fun. That
polyamorous?
sounds fun.
I wouldn't say that
We
I'm
call
polyamorous.
her dating life 2.5 men, and the half is Bobby.
I was in a polyamorous relationship, but I don't think that is something that like it was very emotionally exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexually fun sometimes, but that's such a small percentage of the relationship. So as the years went on, it was just very, very
You're
heavy.
like,
on
you were in
that.
it for
how much
years.
laundry can I fold? She's such a
Did they
laundry
get jealous?
folder. Jesus Christ.
Did they want more of your attention than what they got?
They weren't close. So it was very you know, in any other world, they would not be friends. In fact, when the relationship was over, they did not keep in touch at all.
Sounds fun.
They didn't keep it.
Like you're the common denominator that they both
Remember when we fucked the same girl for a couple
I would
years?
feel very taken care of, I imagine.
Well, yes, but also no, because you know there was jealousy, there was things like that involved.
Did
Or-
they?
You guys should
were they
have a
like you?
reunion.
Yeah.
on this show.
Wait,
Oh
we
my
should
God.
honestly.
Should I call him? He's still one of my best friends.
Which
Which-
one would you
Oh.
call?
Oh, then
The
yeah.
guy
we can
came
only
in.
three-way call them. Okay, we're not doing these halvesies.
Yeah, we have to be
But
fair.
I wanted to say, did they ever like when one of them was banging you and the other one came to get you? Were they like Esther when Carlos took the cupcake? Or like,
No, it wasn't always like that, but one of them wouldn't last as long as the other, and then he would then
Would
cry
they fuck you at the same time?
at the same time.
Wow, all the time?
Not all the time.
Oh, that's so fun.
Now, does that appeal to you?
Yeah, I've done that.
Mm.
I've done two guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we flew a guy. I got stories.
I want to know
We
stories.
flew a
But
porn
do the
star
guys
out
kiss
from LA.
do the guys kissies?
No.
Wait, can
They-
you say
that's
which
the part I
porn
would
star?
like
I
if
could
the
say the
men
porn star
kiss.
'cause
Oh, I
Ryan
love when men
Driller.
kiss.
Me too.
Oh my
Ryan
God,
Driller.
power move.
Wait,
Like,
I
kiss
gotta
that porn.
I love
He
it.
is a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Wonderful, like great dick. Oh my God.
Ryan,
Just
what is it? Ryan
Driller.
Driller.
You flew him
Me
somewhere.
and a guy
see him,
flew
pull
him
him
out
up.
to
There he
New
is.
York in a hotel.
Pull him out. Pull him
And
up.
he
He is gorgeous.
banged the crap out of me.
Was the other guy? Did they do stuff?
No, it was just they kind of had like a thing that like
Esther's
the
getting
other guy
horny.
like wanted to see me get fucked. Like yeah, that was a turn on for him. And we were gonna do it. We were gonna do it with a girl next, but then we didn't get that far.
Esther, the girl. Oh, Esther's coming.
Oh, I would've
look,
called you.
Look how red her face is getting. She's silent coming.
No, this is really interesting stuff.
She goes, oh, so did
Like
the
that
guy
dick will give you cramps.
do-
Yeah, he's
Wow,
he's
and
Yeah,
a,
that dick
other-
gives you cramps. It's
Any
hard.
other crazy stories?
I know, it is
Yeah, I have
weird
a
when you're
bunch.
like, I felt that in my chest.
Yeah,
Am I
you
having
feel,
a
you
heart
feel it in
attack?
your esophagus.
I'm so happy that I finally found a deodorant I love with Native.
So are we.
Yeah, I guess
Esther.
it's
Couldn't
better for
be
you.
more thrilled. They've got really nice flavors. Do you call them flavors?
scents.
Scents.
I mean, if you're eating it, that's up to you.
They
Well-
do. You know what? They smell like they would be tasty.
I would lick. I'll do it on
Okay.
the live stream. I'll lick your arm.
My particular, the one that I use is the lavender rose. And I'm telling you guys, coming from someone who sweats a lot in my underarms, you would think that I would be putting off certain aromas, but because of Native, I smell so pretty.
They're best known for their aluminum-free deodorant, and Native wants you to help you practice safe sweats, which is why they keep their ingredients list bare naked with ingredients that you understand, like coconut oil, shea butter, and baking soda. These are things, they're not like toxic chemicals like most deodorants.
Well, and I'm very excited for my live stream challenge because Native has recently partnered with Baked by Melissa with a collection of scents inspired by Baked by Melissa's delicious cupcake creations. So I can do tie-dyed vanilla cupcake, mint cookie cupcake, fresh peach emoji cupcake,
I need these.
ginger lemonade cupcake.
That's me. That screams me.
I
I
want
want to
mint.
smell. No, ginger lemon cupcake is how I want to smell.
I obviously want tie-dye vanilla right now. You guys can smell and feel fresh all day long with Native. Get 20% off your first order by going to nativedeo.com/Tuesday or use promo code Tuesday at checkout. That's nativedeo.com/Tuesday or use promo code Tuesday at checkout for 20% off your first order. I don't think I've ever seen Dave as happy as when I got him a box of Bright Cellars.
How about when you told him you were going out of town? the last time?
Like, he just lit up.
Yeah.
He was so excited by the wine choices. And now he is a true wine lover. And this was basically the best gift I have given him in 10 years
Well,
of our
it's great because
relationship.
we don't drink, so we're not going to be able to pick out the right wine for
No,
people.
they
So to
help
have them
you.
do that for you is like, you get to look like a pimp.
They do all the hard work for you.
Yeah, they basically educate you on what to pair with certain wines, what, flavor profiles, what notes to look out for. And I think that it's sort of like you can be a sommelier after a couple boxes of Bright Cellars.
Semi-yole.
And I think what I do, at least, is because I never like to go to people's homes empty-handed.
Yeah.
So for me, I keep a box in my pantry, and any party I have to go to, I always have a bottle ready to
I
give.
never like to leave empty-handed, so I will just grab that right from your cellar.
I like to bring an empty bag.
Yes,
and
and
fill it
just
up.
put your wine in there and then take it to my next party.
What I really enjoyed was it asked me questions about the person's palate. So obviously if you're doing it for yourself, that's easy, but I did it for Dave. So I know he likes milk chocolate versus dark chocolate. So I answered all these questions, and now he has personalized wines handpicked by experts custom to his taste.
I can't believe he likes milk chocolate, but we'll talk about that later. That's wild.
You guys can get 50% off your first 6-bottle box.
50% off, half off.
Yes,
that's half off for the people that don't know math.
That's $55 plus taxes. And Bright Cellars is the monthly wine club that matches you with wine that you'll love. So get started by taking the Taste Palette quiz to see your personalized matches.
Bright Cellars is giving our followers 50% off their first 6-bottle box. That's 6 bottles for just $55, you guys. That's 6 bottles for just $55. Crazy value.
Under $10 each. Come on.
Follow the link to take the quiz and get started today.
Look at where her hands
okay,
are.
so I got Tristan Taramino, who's a porn star. She wrote a lot of books on sex. I went to a class of hers at Pleasure Chest in New York City, and she recommended something that I was like, oh, and I did it. And I was like, oh, that's a good tip. Bedroom high heels. So you have a pair of high heels that you only wear in bed. So they're never like, you don't have to worry about
Esther
like,
has those so she can get into the bed.
that's a bedroom ladder. I did that, which I guess isn't really role play, but it like made me feel different.
No, that's cool.
Like I like that part of role playing.
The weirdest role play I ever did, I was trying to scan through my brain, was Christmas elf. So you might be into that.
Oh, you are cute, kind of elf-like.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
was an elf at Macy's Santa Land
Oh my
when I was in
God.
college.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was doing research for my thesis film, which is a documentary about the myth of Santa Claus. Sorry to break that to you on the podcast.
No, she's Jewish. She was the kid breaking it to us. Don't worry. Oh my God, Andy Wood, you bitch! I'll never forget you.
This may sound like a shocker, but I write to Santa every year still.
That's very
That's
sweet.
not. No, when I saw you sucking your thumb on the plane watching a cartoon, I said, yes, this bitch writes to Santa.
It was anime. Anime is very adult themed.
It is, yeah.
You try to talk to her, she's like, she's like, they're about to bang.
Did you watch the documentary on plane, The Dear Santa? They have it on Delta flights.
I have never.
You have to, and you should become a volunteer. I want to do this. You can become a volunteer and
To help the kids that get molested?
Yes,
You respond?
that-
Wait,
you
respond
finger
to the
them,
kids?
and then you respond to the kids. It's a U.S. Postal Service run thing, and volunteers from all over the world reply to letters to Santa. It's
Do you ever
like,
put your handle in? You're like,
Yeah,
follow me.
but not.
I want to teach you about squirting.
Listen to guys we
You ever done
fucked.
anal?
You want to hear about the guys I've fucked?
No, but Corinne, I don't want to respond as Santa. I want Santa to respond to
Okay,
me.
well,
Yeah,
son,
this
It's been
This is
37
hard.
years.
Esther, I know what
You're
what you can role play with.
Dear
Khalyla.
Khalyla, it's me, Santa.
Can you do a better Santa voice than that?
No.
Well, Santa porn would be it'd be hot though. Like the movie, what is it, Bad Santa? Like that turns
So
me
hot.
on.
Billy
I
Bob
love
Thornton's
that
all
movie.
him.
sexy
He
as
is
fuck.
so hot.
I
Well,
met him.
Graham.
I met him.
Wait, Billy
Did you
Bob.
fuck
I
him?
met him. No. I met him. My friend was banging John Reese, the guy who played Uncle Rico. They were doing the astronaut farmer in Santa Fe. I used to live there. And so we were on set, and I was in the craft services truck, and Billy Bob comes on, and he goes, Billy Bob Thornton, international superstar.
Whoa.
And I went, okay. And then I was like, I can't give this to you, sir. This is going to be hard. And then he said, can I ask you a question? And I said, what? And he goes, is 3 inches too small? And I said, it depends on which way you're holding the ruler, which I thought was so good.
That is good.
And
quip.
and then he said, do you know any virgins? And I said, yes. And he said, can I meet them? And I said, absolutely not. And that was and then John's like, I could hook you up with him if you want. I go,
He
"I'm-
asked you for virgins?
Yeah, it was all within it was like
Like he had
Billy
it
Bob
ready.
Thornton, international superstar, 3 inches, virgins. And I was like, you are being very Billy Bob Thornton. This is exactly what I thought it would be.
Oh my god.
But he was just having fun on a craft services. He was just eating some red
Did
vines.
you find him to be hot?
No.
Okay.
I was more like, I fucked the crew.
The crew is always hotter, though.
I was like, let me
Meg
massage
Gafford.
that one shoulder you've been holding the camera on.
Yeah. Those are the hotter guys.
Yeah, that was my.
They lift.
But so you did elf role play?
Yeah. Yeah.
What role play do you do, Esther?
If it's not Elf, you're really missing out. There's a whole.
I also want to like go back and say I don't do elf role play.
You've done it.
I one
You
time
become elf?
partook in elf role
Do you
play.
have those elf bedroom shoes?
Yeah, no.
With the little jingle bells on them?
I'm just watching. Do you ever just like candy cane yourself?
Oh no, that's actually sounds like a good idea.
But doesn't it?
a mint would be refreshing.
Well, I've been doing a joke about how I like forget my yoni crystal, and so I put in a watermelon Jolly Rancher instead.
Same thing.
And then I keep thinking like that's actually like a good idea. It's like a mystery flavor for guys. But then I was
Oh,
like, do
yeah.
we get a yeast infection immediately
Yes.
from that? Okay.
It's
I would
pure
think.
sugar.
That's a lot of
Because
sugar.
then you're
that's
like
right.
mystery flavor, and then a week later you're like, the mystery flavor is fish
I
fillet.
need medication.
I've got BV. Okay.
You guys are destroying Christmas for me. It's a very special time of year.
Oh my God, yours
special
sounds
time.
so this is the most molested. You always sound molested. This is the most you've ever said. Honestly, we are not
A
preserving
psychic told
Christmas
me I
for
was
you.
Let me
molested.
tell you.
You're almost 40, bitch, okay? We're not preserving Christmas for you.
Christmas is off limits, you guys. Don't touch Christmas
It's
when
your
it comes.
pure heart place.
Do you think your Christmas obsession has something to do with your father being like a white older man?
Well,
And
my
Santa
dad
like?
would go
Oh.
through. My dad would. Christmas is just a
Yeah,
very
good
big
to
to do.
know.
So he would have us write our letters, and then what he would do is he would hire my uncles or anyone around town to make the noises at midnight as if Santa's sleigh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he did the
What?
reindeer stomping on the roof.
I had
was
reindeer
like,
footprints on the
Yes.
roof.
With the oatmeal and the
Blitzen lost
glitter.
his bow one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had cigarette burns on my arm.
I had none of this. Wait, I'm what? You
And
guys
so
had-
yes,
We'll do it for you this year, Esther.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
my
you
God,
go
that's
to
so scary.
Esther.
You call 911. There's a helicopter.
Start your house shakes.
It was kind
Dave
of
fell.
scary. So what my parents would do is they would say, go to bed. It's 9:00, and then when Christmas hits at midnight, you would start to hear the noises in the roof, and all of the kids would be slumbered together in the same room, and you're like, oh my God, I think is that what I think it is?
How magical.
And then they're like, Santa's here. And all the kids rush out of the room and we go down the stairs. And then my dad will like leave hula hoops on a tree. Like, oh, you must have forgotten.
I don't know why
that."
I imagine you guys are the ones making the
cute.
toys in the Philippines. I'm like, you get Christmas? I thought you made our toys.
That too, yes. One of
Pitter
the
patter. I thought they literally hired you guys to pitter patter
Children
on
on
our
the
roof.
roof.
I'll
make
say
it-
something about that. When I first came to America in '98, I was obsessed with FUBU jackets.
Yes.
And so
You guys. Oh, don't do it.
but here's where
Everyone
the,
had to have a flashback one.
Are you triggered or are you excited?
excited?
ducking
Sorry.
cover.
so I would, but here's how the disillusionment with America started. Is when I finally saved up enough money to buy a FUBU jacket, and I went to the Pasadena Mall. I picked it up. I was like, "Oh dear God!" Like the music was playing as I approached the
Which
table with the
song?
jacket.
In your head.
It was a Jagged Edge. Yeah. And so I finally picked it up, and then I saw "Made in the Philippines." FUBU meant for us, by us, right? So I thought
Right.
it was the most American thing I could purchase.
Oh.
And then when I looked at it, I was like, "Fuck!"
It was
my
for
aunt
you.
probably made this.
Good.
Yeah, it was really for us,
So
by
you,
us.
but
yeah,
like in the other
support
place.
that.
It was for you, by you, but
It's
like
even
from
better.
over there.
I stand by my. I want us to get Tommy Girl. Like I want to have like a
Oh my
short
God.
Tommy Girl shirt.
Echo,
Okay.
yeah.
That
I want some
perfume.
Polo Sport just
Yeah,
like sprayed on me.
Oh, I
I
have a
drenched
pair
myself.
of FUBU pants that I just
I'm
bought that
drenched
vintage.
talking about this.
Yeah, look, Annie, we should bring it back. I think it's coming back. It's been
Yeah,
back.
let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Yes. Guys, I'm vibrating.
I feel like parents sort of set us up for failure in that way. I'm still on the Santa thing, guys.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why I
okay.
made that
They really
documentary
lean into
because
that
it
lie.
literally crushed my
God.
soul when I
Yeah.
found out it wasn't real. And
I
it was
made
the
my-
first
I interrogated
Santa's the
myself.
ex-boyfriend
Yeah.
you keep searching for.
Maybe. Well, here's my thing. It's like they
They
just
leaned into the
never
lie.
told you. I don't know if they actually told you he wasn't real, but for me it was just like left in the open. So here I am, 37, still writing letters, right?
Right.
Because I still kind of want to hang on to something. But
Yeah.
I think that you're right. Like it's kind of this like trauma in its own way. You're like, oh fuck, the fantasy bubble has burst.
Yeah, I talked to a child psychologist in the documentary.
Yeah.
I talked to a priest in the documentary, and a lot of people had different thoughts because there are like, if you remember like the Mara Wilson version of Miracle on 34th Street, that's kind of part of the plot line is that she's like this very adult child, and her parents are very open with her that Santa doesn't exist, so it's even more magical when in the film he does. But I always was interested in the parents who raised their kids like Mara Wilson because those kids were weird too. You know, those like adult children. Yeah.
Born and raised in Manhattan kind of kids.
Exactly. Born and raised in Manhattan is exactly it. Yeah.
See, I would not want to lie to my children. I think
I wouldn't either.
My take on it would be like, this is a make-believe story. We're pretending it's real.
But like there is Saint Nicholas is a figure, a true historical figure. So I think if you connect it to the history, it's not.
Or at the end, by the time they're old
lie.
enough to be like, you got to tell them, just say Santa's in your heart.
But you need magic in
you're
life,
not
and I
lying.
think like too much honesty with kids is also a problem. You know,
It's
you
so
need to
fun.
create
No,
magic.
Christmas is fun. Lie to them.
Yeah.
And they're going to get lied to in life. I feel like it's like, I think religion should all be the same way. It's like when the kid's 8, you just go like,
Yeah, religion's the same fucking thing.
like
it's
not, you don't have to, we made it up. It's like, you
Just to
got
make
the
you feel
morals,
good,
you got you learn the lessons.
At
Don't
8.
like lie to thy neighbor.
At 8, God isn't real.
Yeah, I feel like there are more destructive lies, or even that like you're definitely gonna find this like person who's your soulmate.
Oh,
like,
I know, but then it happens.
You could though.
you
Then you
could
find your
could.
bow.
But to constantly
and
wait
he's a
for that,
half
I think is
Asian.
destructive
you
to
can't wait.
women, especially. So
Yeah.
or
I
straight
think-
women, yeah.
Well, The Bachelor sort of proves that, right? That
Oh.
whole idea of a soulmate. Like
Yeah.
you could just like you could fall in love with so many different people and have
course.
intense connections in so many ways. So it's like it's just really what, direction you ultimately choose. But
It's just, listen, who's gonna like, for me, it's like, who's gonna do your laundry? Who's gonna
Does your boyfriend do your laundry?
Yes, he
That's
does.
incredible. You
Wow.
found the one.
No, he's a helper.
Domestic.
yeah, because you have a much younger boyfriend too, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I go. Do you have a young boyfriend?
My boyfriend's 24. I'm 36.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 38, and my boyfriend's 27.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing I've ever
Damn.
done.
I'm
Yeah.
34
They're
and
raised
I'm
right.
single.
Exactly. They're very emotionally in touch.
But not after that bounce. We'll get you some boy slugs after you.
Nice.
ooh, thank you.
Let's have a
Thanks,
banana break.
Carlos. Will you deep throat one? Like
What
you always
part of the
do?
show is
What
this?
is this?
He always deep throats when he's being shy.
Potassium hour.
I was looking at this TikTok of this woman who said that the cross section or the anatomical figure of the clitoris is omitted from all anatomy textbooks. And so she's
makes
trying to
sense.
sort of overturn or fix that because and I can speak to this because I was an anatomy and physiology tutor, but
wow.
we don't see
You
the. Yeah, for years.
And
Number
the
one
clit
in
was never
Long
in it.
Beach. What is that?
The clit
You
was never
still
in the
are you
book.
still
The vagina
available?
is, but
But
What
you
was
know.
your
Because
favorite?
you don't learn about the female orgasm. in
You
sex
don't.
ed.
You
only
don't-
learn about the
Yeah.
male one because that's.
And it's
the
especially
pregnancy
important
one,
to
yeah.
get the cross section of or that image because you then know where the nerves sit.
Yeah.
So like,
Right.
she's and something happened to her. I'm not sure what happened to her, but her point was
She was taken out.
a lot of things happen, like vaginal injuries, things of that sort, happen to a lot of women when they're older, and doctors, because they didn't have that in their anatomy books either, they sort of just like don't, like when a woman gets pregnant or she tears a certain part of her vagina or a clitoris is injured, they don't really care to kind of patch it up correctly because
Ooh.
they're not looking after
A
the
clitoral
pleasure
injury.
centers of
she
women.
comes or not.
A
Right.
clitoral injury is really dark.
I mean, I ran into a wall on a bicycle and definitely bruised my pussy really hard when I was
Yes.
younger. And I thought to myself, oh my God, like, am I destroyed? But I want to know what you guys think about that. And is this the reason why so many boys either can't find it, don't know what to do with it, don't have the full
Yeah.
picture of what that looks like because they think it's just this button on top when it's such a
Right.
full thing.
Well, and also too with sex ed, I don't know about you guys, but we got separated. Like the first
Oh, you
year of
did?
sex ed was the girls
Yeah.
went in one room to
Same.
learn about the periods, and the boys went in another room to learn about boners. And so as a result, grown men like missed out on the period knowledge.
No, my
If you
twin
didn't have a
bro-
lot of sisters, you're fucked.
My twin brother and I were in the same class. Don't worry. They didn't
Nice.
separate us. We're like, okay.
For the sex part, we were in the same class, but yeah, we were also split for the periods, and
Yeah.
I guess they were
That
talking about
sucks.
like coming
Yeah,
or something
the
in the
puberty
other
part.
room.
We
Yeah,
split up.
Yeah,
No, we were straight all together. They put a
Holding hands?
tampons in a. Yeah.
I have a kink about dudes removing my tampons for me.
What?
It's a thing. I don't know where it comes from, but I like it. I don't take my own tampons out during.
Never.
It's
She's
always like
never
you
taken
pull
a
it
Like
out.
tampon
ever?
No, well, like
Oh.
if we're having sex, it's like no,
Right.
you pull it
Service.
out.
Yeah.
It's
I
part
like
of
when,
the.
I like
process.
being dressed. I like when, like, some mornings I'll beg Dave, like, please put my socks on
Oh my
for me.
god!
That's
Please.
nice. That is
I'm gonna
nice.
get you I'm gonna get you an adult size changing table. I'm gonna lift her legs up. Insert
I miss
the
having a
tampon.
boyfriend you could be so comfortable with and just like play with their body and like ask things that are just like not appropriate.
Yeah, that's the
it's
best.
rude.
Yeah. Just like kick them in the face.
Why
like,
you
gently.
fat?
Sometimes I'll make like the penis talk out of the pee hole.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
they
like,
don't like that.
They
hate
don't
that.
like
They
that.
hate that.
They don't like it, but it's
I like
it
that
looks
you've
so
all
funny.
done it, so
Yeah.
you know that they don't like that.
I'm not.
I've never done that. I don't like
Same.
making a
It's
penis
Mr. D.
funny because
I
then I
know,
don't want to
no, I
write
do.
When
it.
it's flaccid, it's
I do.
hilarious.
I can't even look at
It's
it.
not.
I
had a
know. You might as well make it a
boyfriend-
puppet.
I had a boyfriend who I knew I was breaking up with him, but he didn't know I was breaking up with him, so I knew I was giving him his last hand job. Like we were at hand jobs. I was like, I gave him I gave him turbo jerks in the shower where like I wouldn't even be facing him. He would be in the shower.
God.
I'd be out of the shower. Like I'm only wet up to like mid forearm.
Wow.
I wanted out. I was like, dump me. I just didn't want to be the one fucking break up with me. And I would give him the turbo jerks. We had just seen Blackfish. That's why I would always like do it because I didn't want him to turn into a murder.
Yeah,
and make him
yeah.
Tillicum on his stomach. But then my last hand job when I was like, I'm gonna just have to fucking dump this guy. It was 3 years. It was supposed to be about 2 months. I was like, oh God, what am I gonna
supposed to
do?
be.
It was such a nightmare. So I was like jerking him off, and then I was like, I wonder if I can get it in his mouth. And so I was like jerking him off. He had a pretty big dick. And right as he was starting to seize, I angled it up and I got it right in his mouth.
Wow. Yes.
Annie,
Wow.
what?
I
That's
got
pretty
it right in his
heroic.
mouth. It was so good. I was like,
impressive.
well,
That's like
I used to tell it on stage, and I was
Harlem
like,
Globetrotters of
no, it
hand
was
jobs.
so cool. I know. I was like spinning him.
Your little trampoline.
I was spinning him by his boner like this by the end of it. Yeah, no, it was really cool. I was like really proud of myself, but it was evil because I knew it was his last one. That was the mean
You know that
part.
moment where you're like, oh, I'm gonna break up with you.
Yeah, I had that 2
And then
years in.
so much more
Or 2
time
months in.
passes before you actually do it.
We were on a hike, and
Years.
we were on a hike. We were going up the mountain, and the sun was setting, and he like kind of like dipped me in front of the sun and wanted to like kiss me, and I felt nothing.
Yeah.
Like he may as well have been like my aunt. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I felt nothing. But we were, and I almost said something. I was like, my heart was beating, but we were going up the mountain, and we still had to finish the hike. So if we had been going down, I would have
you
cut
said.
2.5 years out of that relationship.
Wow.
Never again. I was younger then.
I say you have to wait at least a month before you decide on whether or not that feeling of ick is real or fleeting.
I guess so.
Because
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
because it could be just the day. Your
Well,
day.
it was on
it
my
was out of me though.
depending-
The obsession snake had left the building.
well, depending on
body.
where I am in my cycle, like when I'm close to, there are moments where I really, really hate my partner.
Yeah.
Are you on the
Yeah,
birth
me
control
too.
pill?
Me too.
When I was on birth control, especially, I'm not on it now,
Interesting.
but yeah, I almost felt just so like, ooh, and I always would tell myself it's just for a day or two. You don't actually
Sometimes when I'm on my
hate
period,
this person.
I hate Bobby too.
I've never dumped anyone, so I can't.
Really?
Never.
Look at
You
that
always
dumpable
get
face.
dumped?
Yes.
Look at that dumpable face.
I've never had a thing where I'm like, I don't like them. I have to hold. Like I've
You
never.
test them too. You tested Dave.
I do. I will throw tests for sure.
Not anymore.
That's
but
good,
in the
though.
beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, you kind of
Move in or we're done.
When you're in your early 20s, you know, you play the game.
When you were in your early 20s living in the same room as one grown woman.
Yes,
It was time.
came from
It was time.
I came from rough beginnings.
Is there a reason that you most like is there feedback that you get consistently from partners when you get dumped?
I think I don't know. No, I have never gotten consistent
No.
like
You started to
feedback.
get too old looking.
I think
for
it
the
just
taste.
ends. Yeah, I can't like remember.
You are kind
They realize you
I
have a
could see you
driver's
becoming
license,
a pal.
and they're like, ugh.
A pal, a
You're
buddy.
a good friend. You're a good buddy.
pal.
I could see you becoming a pal.
Yeah, I
Palling
don't threaten
your
the
way
new
out.
girlfriend.
Well, do you have like little sister? What do you say? I have kid sister energy.
Oh, I do have. I do
understand
have little
sister
sister
energy.
energy.
and I gotta kill that part of me when I'm trying to fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, are you
Because
trying
that
to
is not
fuck, or are
horny
you
at
trying to
all.
like go to the candy store with these men?
But you know what? I do relate to that breakup feeling in friendships. Like, I recently had a thing where I was like, oh, once you click that it's over,
Yeah.
like,
And you sell yourself on the idea, and you're like, it's over.
Yeah, yeah.
and
wouldn't
someone
have to talk
was
to them.
telling me that's very much like an ex-boyfriend thing. And so I know that feeling when you're like, it's enough, it's done, and there's nothing you can say or do to like come back.
It ran its course.
Yeah.
Well, have you been friend dumped too? Like when you get friend dumped, you're like so hurt for a while, but then when you just release and you look back on it, you go, oh, thank God. It's always a gift.
Yeah.
I love friend dumping. Oh my
Really?
god,
It's
I've friend dumped a
amazing.
bunch.
It's a lot harder, in
It
my opinion,
stinks.
than a romantic breakup.
Well, because you can't blame like
The sex,
Yeah,
or-
But it's
just like, I don't like you as a
necessary.
person at all.
Yeah, it's
I don't wanna hang out with
necessary.
you.
It's. I just learned this year how to do it, and it's like it's amazing.
I just block them and don't talk to them anymore.
I did
Yeah.
so many over quarantine. Like, there's so many people that I cut out of
Did you
my
formally
life.
cut them out, or were you just like
Some formally, some not. But it's just like I felt so much lighter. Like I was like,
Yeah.
there's just too
Now,
many people.
energy
When
here.
you
vampires.
friend dump, do you have to announce it to that person, or
You
can you
don't.
just?
You can or you can't. It doesn't matter. It depends. I think it depends like what the level of your friendship was, how that person responds to you pulling away. Some people will directly ask, and like if you're, gonna ask me, I'll give you an answer.
That's how I feel.
But I don't
Yep.
think everyone needs like also to give feedback to someone who's not your romantic partner, because the romantic partner I think deserves feedback because you're the only partner. But friends, like that's assuming that the person has multiple friends and you're
Yeah.
not leaving them friendless.
Right.
And it's almost like, well, who the fuck asked for my feedback on why they're not a good friend? They're just not a good friend for me anymore.
It's kind of what you were saying about like sex, because we've had sex with the same people and had very different experiences.
Yeah, very different. Very
I
different.
never ever
I need a
ever.
list now, Annie.
But you know what? I
Let's list them
never
out.
feel
There's so many
like
people I want to fuck. You
expecting
just
a
don't have
different
the
thing.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chemistry.
And I
wasn't
just
there,
was
that's it.
like, it was I was totally okay with it.
Yeah, and
know?
you sometimes you don't know that until you're both naked, and you're
Right.
like, oh,
Right.
or whatever the fuck this is. It's not.
And
it's not
sometimes you just
conducive
have to
that.
scratch the itch to realize there was
Yeah.
nothing there. And
Yeah.
Back to friend breakups. Like I feel, because I can't ever really break up with someone. So in my head, a friend breakup is something. It's more of a pause.
It's a shelving. Like that's what I like to
Oh,
see it
yeah.
as. Like,
Put
at a
Put on it.
time comes,
Yeah.
yeah.
wait, there might be another time
Because
where
it
it might
comes in
be better for us.
waves.
Yeah.
I've gotten
Also-
back together with a friend who I had a very big friend breakup with.
Did it work out?
Yeah, but it's not this. It's not, certainly didn't come back to the level that I was at. But also, she lives in a different state now, so it's not possible. But it was nice to talk about it and be like, yeah, that we needed to not be friends for a while.
You know when you become enemies? Like Esther and I got in a fight.
Oh yeah,
How long
like 10
ago?
years
That
ago.
was-
We
10
had like
years
a
ago.
Whoa.
We had
Do you
like
still
3 years
remember it?
off.
Yeah.
It's hard. It almost is like hard to remember now, but when you're kind of like talking shit on each other.
But I
a little
don't.
bit. It wasn't too
I don't
bad.
count that as an official friend breakup because we were so young and silly. It was like
Exactly.
an incident
No, totally.
happened and then we just took a beat. A friend breakup to
The
me is
incident's
like
so funny.
it's like someone that's like
Silly.
integrated into your life,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then it's like
yeah.
this needs
This
a.
is
But when
not working.
you're a grown up, like I look at it like I need people that are either. This is how I look at my friends. You're either making me laugh or you're a therapist of some sorts, and.
You are
I-
a man. Wow.
Like you either are making me laugh or you are my hypnotist.
Or
my-
you're supporting your energy,
Yes.
building you up.
where we share the same like direction upward. Like I talk to Bonnie McFarlane every day and I will never stop. But it's like we laugh all the time, but also are working on ourselves. So it's like there's two things that I love happening.
Those are good pillars.
That's
yeah.
the best. Yeah.
But like I think about, I had a friend she was a really sweet girl. I had to stop talking to her because she was pulling me out of my life. Like she wanted to throw me a surprise party for my birthday. And it's like, every day is my birthday, but you're not a comedian. So you don't like understand that. So whatever you're planning for me would instead of having 365 days of birthday, I would have 364 days of birthday.
Right.
And I would then be doing some boring shit where you're actually just trying to meet my famous friends.
Is that what you said to her?
No, I just stopped talking to her forever.
Nice.
I just got too busy because I am too busy. Like it really is like I'm too busy to be invited to like these events I don't want to go to that have nothing to do with like me. And
Well,
that's
saying
what
no
after.
to stuff is
When
like
I'm
a
growing
game
up and I'm
changer.
But I'm saying
I'm
no
realizing,
a million times. Why are you still even asking?
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
realize, I don't have to do everything that people say.
Right.
What?
I think that's
Great lesson to learn.
Not
I'm
going to
grateful
a
for
party.
her.
Oh, amazing.
That's a good example of like a good boundary because it's like it is so easy in a friendship to get wrapped up and feel like you have to go to this thing or I have to do this because you asked me.
Your default is yes,
And
without
then
even
you start-
asking yourself.
And then it builds up and you're like, wait, I don't want to do those things.
Right.
What is this? Like I'm doing things I don't want to do.
Right. Yes. I'm on a vacation. I was like in like in another country. Like, why am I here? I don't want to be here.
Yeah, you get carried away with it because you don't realize that you're just yes.
Well, you know what would happen?
Take
What
stock.
country were you in,
I
Annie?
feel like I can't even talk about it. I do feel like there comes a time where I realized it was a low self-esteem on my end because I was looking to another, like she would go, let's go on this vacation. I go, oh, that's not like my style at all. I would not want to go there. And she goes, no, you just haven't tried it. Trust me. And I'm like,
Right.
so then I'd be like, maybe I'm wrong. And then I'm there and I'm like trying to talk myself into liking this fucking terrible vacation. And I'm like, I could just be with my boyfriend and my dog. Like, why am I here?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't, I have fun at the DMV. Like, I don't need to go.
Right.
If I'm going to go on
I've
vacation,
seen it.
it's going to be I love it. It's a joy.
I
to
need
win
you soon to go back
Okay.
to the DMV with me.
I would love
because
to. It would be an honor.
my niece Jules set me up for fucking failure. My new DMV picture is horrendous.
Yeah, we got
and they
it.
wouldn't let me redo it on the spot.
How
'cause-
bad is it?
Yeah,
So
Victoria
bad.
Beckham tried to redo it on the spot, and even they wouldn't let her do it. So.
Right.
Oh, I don't like that we have a Posh coming in and threatening my Posh, actually.
Oh wait, are you
Are
posh?
you posh?
She's
I'm
not
She's
posh.
very-
I read a
Nobody
Spice
will
Girls
let me be-
newsletter
I'm
for
posh, though.
years, Zanny.
But here's
Yeah,
the thing.
no,
I'll fight
you
you.
posh?
She flew to
I mean,
England
You're
to see
obviously
them.
Posh.
My commitment to
That's
the
her
Spice Girls
Beyonce.
is lifelong and heavy.
But
I thought
I'm
you'd be ginger.
But I try
You're
to
not
explain
ginger?
to people that I'm
Well,
posh no
that's not
matter
my
what
favorite.
you say.
Right.
I don't care what
Right.
evidence you have saying that I'm not posh. I'm fucking posh. Posh comes from within inside.
Do you think that
Right. Right. It's a
had-
vibe. It's a vibe.
had he known she was posh, would he have given her a second chance? Because people just go through the DMV looking pretty, like
No,
you
they
know.
knew because it was for a documentary, so
Oh,
she was
yeah.
being
film
followed.
crew, yeah.
Yeah.
When
I mean,
I-
obviously there was performative also because
Yeah, the
it was for a
producers are probably
documentary.
like, don't you?
Yeah,
I
don't let her
always
do it
get
again.
extra ones.
When I first moved to LA and I was a babysitter for a wealthy family, I remember we did the morning drop off. It was me and the mom and Victoria Beckham.
I love that. Wait,
Was
I'm
there-
sorry.
Keep going.
You had to do the morning drop off
with the
mother.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
I
is
was
weird.
always a
'Cause you
mommy's
couldn't touch the
assistant.
pedals.
I was always like just the sidekick. But we saw Victoria Beckham and the mom that I was working for was like, is she skinnier than me? I was like,
Yes.
Obviously.
Victoria Beckham. Yes, 100%.
If she isn't, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. You are in the ground. You're a corpse. Just
you
bones,
died
don't
a while ago. It's been a long time.
One of my favorite
She actually
stories
is
about
past.
Victoria Beckham is that her mom trolled her one time by making her a birthday cake, but it was a sculptured cake and it was like grapes and like a bottle of water because she never ate. And I was like, perhaps you gave your daughter an eating disorder,
Yeah, perhaps.
Mrs. Adams,
Oh
but
my
okay.
God.
She's like your mom, Esther. I think she only gained like 8 pounds during pregnancy.
yeah, my mom says 9 pounds, I think.
I was
Just, just the baby, nothing
Just
else.
the baby.
Well, I was talking to someone who was saying his girlfriend has eating disorders, and then mentioned that her mom was a dietitian. I go, oh, that's why she has eating disorders.
Yeah, right,
No,
right,
no.
right.
She has eating disorders, and the mom was a dietitian. I went,
No,
No.
that goes hand in hand.
Yes.
That's fed.
I was like, boys are so dumb.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
like,
they are.
That's the exact reason. He's like,
Exactly.
oh, we don't go into the origin. No, we're women. We go into the origin story. Okay, we know exactly where it came from.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Everyone should listen to Guys We
She
Fucked,
was like,
your hit
TikTok, make it stop.
your
bring it out.
podcast, which is
Of the
available
toilet.
on Luminary, but it's also available now.
Yeah,
Front of
it's
the
wide
paywall.
release now. Everyone can listen to it.
And we
Can
do
we
too,
do
yeah.
another one tomorrow?
Yes.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is fun.
I think you guys are pioneers, and I forever bow down to you both. And thank you for doing this
Gee,
show.
if some people are gonna think we paid you.
I know. Thanks, Khalyla.
It's so nice. We don't know how to take all these compliments. Well,
You know that my niece, my 20-year-old niece, she doesn't listen to us. She listens to them.
That
Aw.
bitch.
Yeah.
Where
Tell
is
her we
she?
said hey.
You
No,
guys,
it's just
thank
her
you.
stories.
Thank you for watching. Check out Guys We Fucked. Check out their special on YouTube, Our Special Day. We'll see you next week. And subscribe to this channel because we need it or Annie's going to beat me up.
I'm gonna fucking kill her. I'm gonna